Albuquerque with a criminal history now finds himself in more trouble. Jon Jones has been slapped with a battery charge for an incident at a strip club back in April.
While the spotlight was on him in Las Vegas, News 13 is now learning there was a bench warrant for his arrest at the time. Pulled her down to his lap and kissed her neck. Police say he also placed her in a chokehold and picked her up off the ground.
Bones Jones has taken a plea.
Bones Jones pleaded no contest to a lesser disorderly conduct charge. Today, the DA's office tells us that woman did not want to cooperate in the case against Jones. They also say several other witness interviews did not line up with what the waitress originally told police.
As the news spreads of China's mystery illness, so too does the unknown virus.
Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's what we know.
This man came in with all the hype in the world. There is a new force to be reckoned with at 205 pounds, Dominic Reyes. One of, if not the greatest mixed martial arts athlete that many of us have ever seen. And tonight, Joe Rogan, he will try to set the record for the most championship wins in the history of the tournament. Big shot. Beautiful kick to the body by Johnny. Good uppercut by Reyes. Reyes is so good at sliding away. And then Dominic Reyes and Jon Jones go the 25-minute distance tonight.
Here's the latest. There are at least 433 cases reported in 32 states.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
Stay at home.
Stay home, stay safe.
Quite simply, stay at home.
The NBA is suspending the season.
MLB spring training, NHL regular season, March Madness canceled.
Did you just hear a gunshot?
Driver's license, registration, insurance. Please turn your car off. Why are you drag racing that Cadillac?
I didn't drag race.
Driver's license, registration, and insurance.
Did you just hear a gunshot?
I did it.
You did hear one?
Yeah, I did.
Where'd it come from? What's all this green substance you got all over you?
Jason, I'm just going for a drive, man.
Okay, so why are you sitting here with the car running? You're going for a drive?
Yes, sir.
Turn the car off, please. Your driver's license, your registration, and your insurance. While you're getting all that stuff, hand me the open bottle that's right behind the passenger seat as well. The open bottle that's right behind the passenger seat. Reach behind the passenger seat, grab me that open bottle. Driver's license, Jones. You don't know where that gunshot came from, though?
No, sir.
Okay.
Let me start over. I wasn't conscious. I have ADD. I get punched in the head by nothing. Please, over. But my memory is like always, like my short-term memory is really bad.
MMA fighter Jon Jones has been arrested again for DWI.
In Albuquerque, New Mexico, the news of the arrest was first reported by KOAT.
What's heavy? Oh, this. Handgun.
Now, the charges against Jon Jones are aggravated DWI, as well as negligent use of a firearm, possession of an open container, and driving with no proof of insurance.
Firearm. The criminal complaint says officers responded to a call about gunshots along Central around 1 o'clock this morning. When they arrived, they found Jones drunk in his car.
Now, coincidentally, 1 week ago today, Jon Jones took to Twitter to give people advice on how to quarantine themselves during the COVID-19 pandemic, including this graphic right here. First time in history, we can save the human race by laying in front of the TV and doing nothing. Let's not screw this up.
They're coming closer just to kill us. Don't cry on me now.
Jon Jones, widely considered the greatest pound-for-pound fighter in the sport, took to Twitter earlier today and announced that he is vacating the UFC light heavyweight title.
official? Is that?
It's official, yeah.
Okay, starting with you guys. But heavyweight, is that true? Could that be his next move?
Well, I know that Jon right now wants to take time and do things that he wants to do. I mean, if you follow him on Instagram, he's been doing a lot of shooting. He likes to work with these attack dogs and lifts a lot of weights. And I think he's having fun when this whole heavyweight thing plays out. We'll see what works for him.
At the beginning of the broadcast, you paid tribute to George Floyd. I don't know if you've seen what's going on in the country right now.
Now, as a wave of chaos broke out late last night in downtown, well-known UFC fighter Jon Jones stepped in to confront some of the vandals. Here's News 13's Gabrielle Burkhart.
Amid the destruction, video captured shows UFC light heavyweight champion Jon Jones confronting a group of guys wearing hoodies in downtown Albuquerque and demanding they hand over their spray cans.
Spray can. Not the way, man. Spray can. I ain't doing nothing. Give me a spray can. Here, bro.
I saw a video. I don't know if it was real or not. Someone tried to rob your house.
This really happened. This really happened.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, so like 3 o'clock in the morning, I think I'm playing like Madden or something, and my phone goes off. I ring the doorbell, and this time I said, let me check. Let me not get complacent. Let me check. I look at my phone. I see motion in your driveway, and sure enough, the first thing I remember seeing is the sneakers moving like, across my dark driveway. I run out to my garage. I pick up a shotgun, and which wouldn't have hurt him, right? It's just birdshot. And well, it would have hurt, but it wouldn't have killed him. It wouldn't have killed him.
The last I spoke with the UFC about my salary, there was no negotiating. If that ever changes, I'd love to come back and compete again as a heavyweight. Until then, I'll be enjoying the UFC as a fan and doing my best to take care of my family and community.
May fighter Jon Jones has pleaded guilty to his latest DWI. Jones will spend 4 days in the community custody program and 1 year on supervised probation. Other charges like negligent use of a deadly weapon and the open container will be dropped.
Good evening and welcome one and all to Where's the Line? I am Reverend Soke, sometimes mispronounced Suck It, but it's okay. We are here to share a snack and chit-chat about how much fun religion can be without crossing over the line into sin. You just can't cross the line, hallelujah.
So there are moments in the UFC that transcend even the wildest of expectations, leaving fans at a loss for words as to what they had just witnessed. What happened that night at the Air Canada Centre is one for the ages, a mutual display of heart and metal unlike anything that had preceded it. It's my pleasure to introduce the other half of what many believe is the greatest fight in UFC history and one of the greatest champions in UFC history, Johnny Bones Jones.
Peace out, bitches.
Metro Police, Flores 18405, how may I help you?
Hey, this is Eduardo, Caesar's Public Security.
Hi.
Hey, we've got a possible DV call, domestic violence call. Female is bleeding from the nose and mouth.
So first and foremost, I want to give thanks and honor to God. Without God, my Lord Jesus Christ, I would be absolutely nothing.
So, she's not admitting to any domestics.
And I guess I'll take this moment to say thank you to Alex for being a part of that.
But I mean, she's bleeding from the nose and mouth.
I'd like to thank my beautiful fiance, Jessie Moses. She is the mother of my children. She is my future wife. She is my nutritionist, my security guard, she does it all. And
she's down with us while the male is up at the room. And he's actually a professional MMA fighter.
Sure. Yeah, I've been working so hard, guys. Right now I weigh 250 pounds.
Professional MMA fighter, Jonathan Jones. And she's like refusing to go back to the room.
Yeah, my goal is to try to get up to 270.
He's a professional MMA fighter?
Yeah, Jon Jones.
Yeah, God bless you guys. Have a great night. Thank you so much.
And she's in security holding right now?
No, she's on the casino floor, and I believe they're her 3 daughters.
Fucking
Star fighter Jon Jones was arrested early this morning in Las Vegas. The 34-year-old has been charged with misdemeanor battery, domestic violence, and damaging a vehicle. He's currently being held at Clark County Detention Center.
Kevin, Jon Jones was in Las Vegas in this very building I'm standing in right now less than 24 hours ago. He was here for the UFC Hall of Fame induction ceremony where just a few hours after that, he was arrested around 5:45 a.m. here in Las Vegas.
It's like it's not even shocking anymore. It's got a lot of demons, man. A lot of demons.
Former UFC champion Jon Bones Jones has taken a plea deal in his latest criminal case. Jones pled no contest to criminal damage to property. He had been charged with domestic battery and criminal damage to property stemming from an incident in Las Vegas, Nevada on September 24th. According to the criminal complaint, there was evidence of an attack on Jones' longtime girlfriend, whom he shares children with. The domestic battery charge was dropped. Now, we don't have access to online court documents in Nevada, so we don't know the reason prosecutors decided to drop that charge.
Jon's path back to the UFC from after his latest arrest is a tangled web of fractured relationships, public disputes, and personal demons. He lost his management, alienated coaches, and clashed with the UFC over money. Yet, even as the cracks in his legacy deepened, his potential to dominate the octagon remained undeniable. Jones is a paradox, a fighter whose brilliance is shadowed by his own chaos, a villain you can't help but root for, leaving us all wondering, can redemption still be his greatest victory?
First question's got to be about the heavyweight fight, so I guess I'll jump right into that. Yes, this is for the official heavyweight title. And Jon Jones has been willing to fight anybody. He didn't care who it was.
If he comes back after 3 years away and wins a title in another division, there's no denying to anyone that he's probably the greatest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer in ring rust. Ali took 3 years off and didn't look the same when he came back. We'll see what happens with Jon.
One by one, Lord, one by one we roll. One by one we roll. Spreading your arms wide, open your eyes wide. For the room face, they're coming yours.
Cemented, it's in history. You're the heavyweight champion of the world. Welcome back.
Yeah, baby. Y'all want to see me beat up Stipe? Stipe Miocic. Hope you're training, my guy.
Stipe Miocic is one of the hardest working men on planet Earth. He is the most accomplished heavyweight champion in the history of this sport. And he's a man who's beaten the best of the best that they put in front of him.
Bones Jones has pleaded not guilty to charges stemming from an incident at one of his Albuquerque homes. Jones is accused of threatening to kill a woman who showed up to his northeast Albuquerque home to conduct a drug test on the MMA fighter. The woman and her co-worker arrived to Jones' home back on March 30th around 4 in the afternoon. She said Jones appeared drunk, got agitated, threatened to kill her and her co-worker, then took her phone, which she later took back.
Talked about a lot. It's just my style, it's really exciting. I'm very humble, and I realize that there's a lot I need to work on.
Jon Jones's journey is one of the most compelling sagas in sports history, a tale of brilliance, chaos, and redemption.
Jon Jones is the greatest of all time. He's beaten every human being he's ever competed against.
From the moment he burst onto the scene as the youngest UFC champion in history, his potential seemed limitless. Inside the octagon, he was untouchable, a force of nature who dismantled legends. But outside the cage, his life was a whirlwind of controversy. Arrests, failed drug tests, and personal missteps repeatedly threatened to derail a career that seemed destined for immortality.
My goal is to be the best champion to ever live. It's starting out.
Jon Jones is nothing if not resilient. His triumphant return to heavyweight, culminating in a dominant win over Stipe Miocic, silenced all doubts. With no rival left to challenge him, Jones cemented himself as not just the greatest fighter of his era, but the greatest of all time. His greatness is not defined by perfection, but by the ability to rise, time and time again. As Jon Jones closes this chapter of his career, walking away on his terms, he's a fighter who embraced his flaws, defied expectations, and carved his name into history, not as a flawless champion, but as a complex, enduring, and undeniable force. The highs were dizzying, the lows were devastating, but through it all, Jon Jones proved that you'll always be triumphant with relentless determination.
There's been all this talk about the future and whether you retire after this fight. I know we'd all love to see you keep going.
I decided that maybe I will not retire, and that